Free beer and hot wings in the morning. Grand Rapids rocks all day. 97.9 GRD rocks.
Cloudy today. You can see that again. Every day, it's like the same picture when I turn over my shoulder and look outside at this time.
I know.
At least recently. 42 the high. It's about 40 now. Listen to this. This is an incredible, kind email from Emily.
Okay.
There's part of it that's going to blow your mind, and I know that because it blew my mind earlier.
Is it the part where all of those things you said are not there and it's just really insulting?
No, this is not one of those.
Okay.
Okay.
Very good.
But I'll have to keep that in mind for a bait and switch later in my life when I go, boy, you guys are going to really like this email. It is so filled with compliments and a mind-blowing fact and one thing you've never thought of that you'll think of next.
I don't think
And
you have
then
to
it'll
keep
be
it in
like,
your mind.
you're dumb, you're stupid, you're ugly, everybody hates you. Ha, 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 your wife just moved out.
Your normal insult internal clock will just kick in automatically.
You think it'll come back to me?
Yeah, the next time you have to do that to us for our benefit.
Well, we'll see. Maybe you'll get credit. Hey, buds, she writes. Hey, bud.
Hey.
Where were you? I'm a VIP and 10-year listener of the show. I was born and raised in West Michigan and moved to Virginia 5 years ago. I listen to the podcast every day, and I wanted to send you guys some of my favorite local Virginia treats as a thank you for keeping me sane while I miss home. Can I have the address of the studio to make sure you guys get the package? Thanks for the laugh. Now, that part...
I hope it's Virginia ham.
I hope it's Oxycontin.
I hope it's Slims.
Oh, yeah. Mountain Dew.
Now, that part, we wouldn't have read that part normally.
It's a mobile dental kit.
But this is the part that is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
My husband and I can't wait for the Live at Night show in April. We bought front row seats as our Christmas presents to each other this year, and we'll finally get to check off a box on our bucket list of meeting you guys in person.
What?
We will be driving the 1,700 miles round trip with our 5-month-old son and dog for the weekend.
Holy
Looking
crap.
forward to it, exclamation point.
Just for the weekend?
Wow.
They're not even going to make like a week trip out of it?
When Henry was 5 months, I made my parents come down every time, 2 hours away. I'm like, we're not driving that far with a kid in the car.
Wow.
So
I mean,
that
on
is
the bright
incredible.
side, the
is.
kid will sleep most of the time, probably.
1,700
Ours did in the
miles.
car, but...
Well, if they're front row, that means we will be meeting them in person.
Absolutely. And they get to go to the meet and greet as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, exactly.
So that, though, is incredible.
That is.
And very kind. And I'm going to write you back with our address right now, because by all means, if you're going to drive for 2 days to see us, you should also be required to send some gifts.
Yeah, it's the
We
least
also
you can
want to
do.
accept some gifts from you.
Correct?
Incredible.
We need to start having a longest distance traveled award at all of our live shows.
Yeah, they're going to win.
Yeah,
I would
think so.
I would
You have to
think
bring
so.
a
I
piece
mean, I
of-
guess somebody might fly.
You have to bring a piece of mail with your home address on it. to
Yeah, or
prove
like a
what you-
turnpike receipt or
Yes.
something.
Yeah, we're going to need some sort of proof. Liars.
Can I ask you guys something?
Yeah, I'd love it.
Yeah, of course.
Go ahead, Joe.
How many gallons a minute do you think Nestle wants to take out of the White Pine Springs well in Everett? This number blew my mind. They're
Where
applying.
they take the water for like $5 a year and then make $1 million off every day. That kind of thing.
Yeah, because they're applying for to the DEQ to allow them to build more plant lines
Right.
so that they can bottle more water.
Oh, boy. I have no basis for
I
this
know.
guess, so
Who would?
I would, but an operation that size with that many bottles of water in that many stores, I'm going to say 5,000 gallons per minute.
Oh, that's a lot. That is much more than what it is. 400 gallons a minute is what it would take out.
But that's still.
That seems like.
But you said
Just an
that's in addition,
incredible
right, to what
amount.
they're already
Yeah.
doing? Like, I wonder what the total is altogether.
I don't know if that is what the total would be or if that is in addition to what it is. It doesn't make that clear. But yeah, some people are trying to block it.
Either way, it's crazy. Like
It is crazy. That's a lot of water.
you have
per
those
minute.
moments. I've thought in the past, what if my aquifer dries up? From watering the lawn and just my own home use, and then you see that and you go, yeah, that's probably not going to happen.
Well, yeah,
I mean, not that it
no.
not that it couldn't, but when somebody taps into a big spring like that, it's mind-boggling. It's kind of like that with oil too. You think, how can there be that much in the ground? I mean, I know the Earth is a big place, but
Yeah.
like when you hear the sheer volume of material taken out
It's like
of the
50
ground.
million barrels a day. It's
Yeah,
like,
you go,
we'll be out by Friday.
I know.
50 million. Oh, yeah, no, and we'll be good for another 100 years. We will.
There's a reason. That's why people have been predicting peak oil for so long.
Right. They just find a new pocket somewhere, a new deposit.
Or a new way to get it. Yeah.
Holy cow.
It is weird, though, that like water everyone uses. Like an oil company to extract it, it's not like we all have our own oil wells, so at least there's something to it. But water, it's like, all right. It is kind of weird that they get that virtually free. Mm-hmm. But I also don't know what would the fair price be. Should the community get rich off that?
I have no idea.
I don't have any idea either.
Can it sustain?
They certainly should have to pay a buttload of taxes.
Well, sure.
I mean, in one way or another, you're still taking the resources from the state.
Mm-hmm.
You should have to pay handsomely for that. But also, people should just stop buying so much stupid bottled water.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be a good idea. I hate the only time I'll buy one is if I have absolutely no other choice.
If I'm on the road.
Yeah, I mean, occasionally, and I think that's fine. I do too. Sometimes you have to buy one, but like it drives me crazy at home because Carrie will use bottled water a lot, and I'm like, we've got an RO system. You can just drink that.
Yeah. Well,
right.
It has a taste. I go, it does. All right. Well.
Yeah, I know.
But she got in the habit of that years ago, and I don't know. I got this one here. I just refill this thing. We got a Culligan here, and
I feel lucky that I've never minded tap water. It doesn't bother me.
Yeah,
I don't either. I grew up on tap water. We had a well, and then I got used to also like city water. Whatever it is, it just is. Sometimes city water can be a little overly chlorinated for my taste. It's like drinking a pool.
Yeah,
but if you don't like the taste, just get a really good filter.
Yeah, you just get a Brita.
I'm always whenever I see people at like Costco and they drink only water out of bottles and they just have cases upon cases upon cases
because it's primarily tap water.
It is.
And it really is.
That's
like
just been filtered.
Like
a lot of times.
Dasani comes from the Detroit Public Water System.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Unless you're getting distilled water. Like I'll buy a 2.5 gallon distilled water jug sometimes for the humidifier in our kids' room.
Well, you don't
because if we use our tap water, it'll get
calcium, right?
It'll get calcified in about a day because it's heating it up, and it's just like, okay, well, I ruined another
that's
one.
So different though. That's not the same.
Yeah.
But that's all we're using it for.
Well, like Justin has a bottle that you paid for that was bottled like an hour and a half from here.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. It says
pretty much the same water.
Purified water, enhanced with minerals for taste.
Enhanced with minerals for taste.
Yes.
I don't believe that's a thing, but I'm sure.
It says it right here, though.
Well, yeah.
That couldn't be more vague.
They probably put.
Tell me more about your minerals.
They probably put
your
just
taste
a
minerals.
smidge of sodium in there or something like that.
That's probably
that would count, right?
Yeah.
I threw a handful of
that's
salt in a 400,000 gallon tank. Enhanced with I got some minerals. Is it road salt? I don't know. I just grabbed something.
Yeah, who knows? I don't know. Magnesium, copper, but who knows?
They just have rock. There's a few rocks in the bottom.
Yeah, we just leave them.
That's what it is.
Gravel in there.
We deal with a lot of water. We can't get everything out.
It's got electrolytes.
I'm sure the government gives them a certain allowance for today's nutrients brought to you by Roadkill Rabbit.
Probably. Yeah, bug eyes and insect wings.
That's all for today. Stone Sour, Say You'll Haunt Me. 97.9 GRD Rocks.